Hello, welcome to my channel, House of Leo. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a popcorn garland, crochet popcorn garland. I am using a 6mm hook to do my chain, and then the rest of the project is made with a 4mm hook. And today I am using Sheeple's Katona. I'm not actually sure what size yarn this is, it doesn't say. It's mersized cotton and it's quite thin. It's slightly thinner than DK, but I'm sure DK would work well as well. So this is what I'm using today. Let's get started. So taking my 6mm hook, I have my slip stitch on there. I'm going to chain 5 loosely. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to remove my 6mm and add my 4mm. So now we are going to double crochet UK terms, so single crochet US, into stitch number 4. So the next stitch along, we're just going to pop a double crochet into there and chain 1. We are now going to yarn over, go through as if we're going to make a treble crochet, but instead of pulling through the last 2, we just pull through the first 2 and leave 2 on the hook. Yarn over, through, have 4 on the hook, just pull through the first 2, leaving 3 on the hook, yarn over, push through, you have 5 on the hook, pull through the first 2, leaving 4 on the hook. Now we're going to go through all 4, do 1 chain, and then into that same space again we are going to do a slip stitch. That's our first cluster. So now we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch along and chain 1. Yarn over, through, just through the first 2, leaving 2 on your hook, yarn over, 2, just through the first 2, leaving 3 on your hook, yarn over, 3, through the first 2, you now have 4 on your hook, going to go through all 4, chain and slip stitch into that same space. You see that how this next chain space has got quite tight as I'm working. This is why I use the bigger hook to create the chain, because it can get very fiddly. So we're going to slip stitch into there. Once you start working into it, it makes it easier. Slip stitch and chain 1. Yarn over, through that chain space, 3 on the hook, pull through the first 2, leaving 2 on your hook, yarn over, through, you have 4 on, go through the first 2, leaving 3 on your hook, yarn over, through again, you have 5 on your hook, go through the first 2, 4, through all 4, chain and slip stitch. Now you have your last chain space, so we slip stitch into there, chain 1, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn split, 2, and 3. So you have 4 on your hook, pull through all 4, chain, slip stitch. So now you have 4 clusters along your chain. We are now going to carry on and go back the other way and do 4 the same. This time though, I keep the tail end tucked in along, so we're crocheting over it. So we're going to chain 1, yarn over through that same chain space again, just through the first 2, yarn over, through all 4, chain 1 and slip stitch. I've probably got the hang of it now, but we're going to do it basically 3 more times into these chain spaces. So keeping your tail end tucked in, we're going to slip stitch, chain 1, yarn over, through, pull through the first 2, leaving 2 on your hook, yarn over, just through the first 2, yarn over, through the first 2, and then you go through all 4, chain 1, slip stitch. Oops. Next space, slip stitch, chain 1, yarn over, you have 2 on your hook, yarn over, you now have 3 on your hook, yarn over, 4 on your hook, through all 4, chain closed, slip stitch. And your last one in your last chain space here, slip stitch, chain 1, yarn over, I can't get over how cute and realistic these look. They really are adorable. Through all 4 and slip stitch. So now you have all 4 clusters on each side, so 8 clusters in total. This is how it looks now. We're going to snip our tail end, pull that through, grab your needle, which I have put there, thread your end, and now I'm going to just pop it through the first crochet stitch there, pull that through, and weave it in and out of your chain spaces, and then just pop it through at the end there, pull that through, take the needle off, and I turn it this way. So you want the sort of, got your smooth edges that side, bumpy edges that side, turn it this way, and just simply tie it in a knot, pull tight. I'm going to tie a few knots just to make sure it's really secure. I like to wrap my things around twice when I'm tying a knot, really tight, and just one more. Snip your ends off. And there you have it. A really realistic, cute looking popcorn kernel. If I get to my, needs a bead. Thread that through. And there you have it. You just need to make about 200 of these. I think I have 21 on here, and this is how long it is. So you need a lot to go around a tree, but how adorable. And obviously it's like an heirloom that lasts for generations. People will be putting these, your grandchildren will be putting these on their tree for their children. So it's definitely worth the effort. I have used wooden coloured beads between these ones. I have some red ones coming that look like cranberries, but I'm a bit impatient, so I used the wooden ones just to show you how it could look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that it was useful and helpful to you. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, or just let me know what you're up to, really. I love to hear from you. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you in my next tutorial.